Once upon a time, you could buy like shares of Starbucks, $5 a piece. Heck, maybe it was even a penny stock. You could buy Microsoft for $10 a share. Once upon a time in this country, they were giving away land. Now you got to mortgage it away. Now, professional wrestling, we call it a sport because it's the greatest sport in the world. But a word that gets pushed around an awful lot nowadays is business. This is a business. And in business, opportunities come and they go. And you can't buy shares of Microsoft for what you could 10 years ago, and land for what you could 20 years ago. And if you were smart enough to act when you could have, you'd have been in much better shape. Lonestar is not a businessman. The Chuck Norris wannabe of the Pacific Northwest would like to think he is with that 49%. But you see, what you did was really stupid. Because you had the opportunity to join me and Mr. Attitude, Tony Stetson. And you could have stood by our side. Well, I'd have stood by Tony's side and you'd have stood by my side. But we would have controlled BCW. But the thing of it was, you had to think with what was between your ears instead of what you were sitting on. And you didn't. Not only that, but to add insult to your stupidity, you went and you aided Tex Thompson when Mr. Attitude, Tony Stetson, had him right where he wanted him. Now, Lonestar, there should be consequences for stupidity in business. But in most businesses, the consequences are you're losing money. The consequences for turning on Tony Stetson and myself, Keith Atkins, is your blood and your bones and your health. Because something like this must and will be answered. And it's like my brother, Mr. Attitude, always says. He says, attitude can be deadly.